So henceforth we will discuss about network security. Now what is network security, and what is the need of network security? What is cyber security? Is it same? Because your next semester subject name is cyber security, but here we will discuss about network security. Now, is it really same, or some differences it has between these two? So all these things we will discuss. All these things we will discuss under this course actually. So it is very obvious that that network security is important. You can understand that why network security is important today. When everything we're doing everything via online, we're doing everything by the access of internet. So today it is more obvious that network security cannot bypass this. Now, what is network security? Network security actually it means whenever your data is traveling or is moving or is transmitting through the public network, public network means internet basically. So through the public network, you need to secure it. তোমাকে যখন তোমার ডেটাটা যখন তোমার পাবলিক নেটওয়ার্ক দিয়ে ট্রান্সফার হচ্ছে ফ্রম সোর্স টু ডেস্টিনেশন, তোমার ডেটাটাকে তুমি কি করে সিকিউর করবে, তোমার নেটওয়ার্কটাকে তুমি কি করে সিকিউর করবে, that is the main essence of network security. Now network security নিয়ে আমরা যে ডিসকাশনটা করছি আর কি, মানে সেটা করার জন্য আমি তার আগে একটুখানি আরেকটু ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডটা বলে নিই। সেটা হচ্ছে এই যে আমি এই কোর্সটার নাম দিয়েছি, it is my given name, that is mandatory revision of networking for meet the requirements of next semester paper cyber security. Okay. Whatever topic we will discuss here in this course henceforth, it is you just take it as a mandatory revision of networking. That was your current semester course networking, that mandatory revision to move off to the next semester paper, that is cyber security. So you can say this is a bridge between computer networking and cyber security. We will discuss these things. Okay. So here in this course we will discuss fundamentals of data communication and networking. We will again revisit and we will try to understand the different layers of OSI and different layers of TCP/IP model. We will again discuss the three-way handshaking mechanism of TCP. We will discuss some new concepts like network address translation, NAT, or VPN, virtual private network, which we will discuss today. Network transmission media, network devices, information security goals, these things. Okay. So today, at first, what we will start with the basic idea about the network security. Where we are, we have to understand where we are right now. Where we are, okay. We have to understand this first. যে আমরা এখন এই মুহূর্তে কোথায় দাঁড়িয়ে আছি. Okay. So if you see, there is a statistics of 2018. That's old, little old. There's the cost of data breach study by some institute. The global average cost of a data breach is $3.86 million. But as data breaches continue to sow, the loss, both financial and reputational, has become devastating. That means what? That means it is showing that the cost of the security breach, that means the cost of your হ্যাম্পারিং অফ ইউর ডেটা সিকিউরিটি, মানে ডেটা সিকিউরিটি যখনই হ্যাম্পার হয়েছে, সারা পৃথিবীতে ডেটা সিকিউরিটি যে হ্যাম্পার হয়েছে তার জন্য যা ক্ষতি হয়েছে তার পরিমাণটা বলা হচ্ছে $3.86 million, which is huge basically. এই যে সিকিউরিটি এই যে কথাটা বলা হলো যে ডেটা সিকিউরিটি হ্যাম্পার হওয়ার কস্ট, তার মানে হচ্ছে এর জন্য ডেটা সিকিউরিটি হ্যাম্পার হওয়ার জন্য তোমার ডেটা লস, maybe monetary loss, maybe কারোর বিজনেসগতভাবে loss, everything has been calculated in this account to give you an idea that how much network security is important. Okay, it is worth saying this is a purely a statistical view, statistical point. Now the statistics I am telling you to make you understand that what is the importance of network security. What we will discuss its technical things, but before going to the technical thing, I want to make you understand that why it is important, why we need to study this subject, that is cyber security and all that, or this thing, network security. Why we need to study this? Because every year, huge amount of data is we are losing due to this lack of network security, and that's as a result, it's a monetary loss. Okay, not only monetary, sometimes reputational. What is reputational? Some company, due to some network security hampering, some company has maybe he is not able to provide you the service. Now, when a company is not able to provide you the service, it is losing its reputation, because customers will not understand that why, when, how it has happened and all that. Customer will see that I have paid you, why you are not giving me the service? So that is basically the reputational loss. Okay. So that is basically the thing. Network security plays a vital role in most of the organizations. You can understand that. You can understand. Suppose when you are when you will submit your online exam form. Okay, your third year is doing that right now. So suppose when your third year is submitting the online exam form, if it happens due to some network security error, if it happens, somebody has able to submit the form, somebody's form has been deleted, somebody's stream has been changed, and like that, what will happen? Think what will happen. Somebody from BCA, maybe he has due to the error or due to the network security, something happened, and his name has been going to the is written in the BBA department. He is somebody is from BTech has been recorded as BCA due to some network security and all that. So it will be a huge loss, and it will be a reputational loss of the university and everything like that. It will happen. So that's why network security plays a very vital role in most of the organizations. Is the process of preventing and detecting unauthorized use of your computer. So what you have to ensure is that you have to prevent the unauthorized use of your computer, unauthorized use of your network, actually. Unauthorized use of your computer as well as unauthorized use of your network. So that is the basic about the network security. Okay. Now, network security provides assurance that a network performs its critical functions securely without any harmful side effects. Now, that is another important point, that network security provides an assurance. It is providing you an assurance that network performs its critical functions securely without any harmful side effect. কোনো harmful side effect না দিয়ে ওর যে critical function মানে to transmit data, critical function মানে critical function মানে transmit data, critical function মানে to provide you the support, critical function মানে error correction, error detection. If any error has occurred, it is the responsibility of the network to rightly detect it and report it to the user. We will discuss that. We will discuss that in this course. I mean, if I get time, মানে যদি আমি সময় পাই তাহলে সেগুলো আমি ডিসকাস করে দেব, সো দ্যাট তোদের যখন নেটওয়ার্ক সাইবার সিকিউরিটি ফিজিক্যাল ক্লাস শুরু হবে তোদের অনেকটাই আইডিয়া থাকবে আর কি ব্যাপারগুলো সম্পর্কে। সেই কারণে দ্যাট ইজ মাই, কারণ আমি নেবো কিতাবটা ঠিক নেই, যেই নিন না কেন তাতে কোনো অসুবিধা হওয়ার কথা না। যাই হোক, so network security provides assurance that a network performs its critical functions like that যেটা বললাম, network error detection, error correction, flow control, error control, these are some terms what you have to understand. Flow control means how much data you can send to the sender so that sender can receive it without overflowing of data. How much data you can send to the sender so that sender can receive that data without overflowing. কিরকম? আমার sender speed 100 Mbps, receiving device speed 50 Mbps. So what will happen? Sender will send in the speed of 100 Mbps. Receiver can max receive up to 50 Mbps. So 50 Mbps data either it will be loss or network will be jam and like that. So that is also responsibility of the network to deal with these things. So all these things, all these activities which should be performed by the network will do that without any harmful side effect. So that's the network security actually. Okay. Now if we try to understand the important essentials of network security, so these are basically few. Physical security, it's one important thing, physical security. Next is access control. Next is authentication, and is accountability. So we will discuss these things. So these are the important essentials of network security. This physical security. What is physical security? You have your own network. Suppose you have your college LAN. Now somebody from outside the college is coming and cutting your network cable. So that physical security, that's why you have a door, that's why you have a lock and key mechanism, so that nobody can come and do some harmful thing with my network physically. So that is physical security, which is very obvious. Next is access control. Now what is access control? You have to ensure that only the authorized person, only those person who have the authorization to access some data or access your network, only they are accessing your network, nobody else is accessing your network. That is basically access control. That means suppose your college has divided into three departments, suppose BCA, BBA, MCA. Now suppose this is a rule that BCA department, I mean there are three subnets, what we taught, মানে আমরা যেটা জেনেছি আগে যে তিনটে সাবনেট আছে, BCA, BBA, MCA আমাদের কলেজে। সাপোজ আমাদের কলেজে টোটাল যে ল্যান সেটআপটা, সেই ল্যান সেটআপটা তিনটে ভাগে ভেঙে আছে, তিনটে ভাগে ভেঙেছি আমরা BCA, BBA, MCA. Now BCA students can only access the network part of the BCA. BBA student can only access the network of the BBA. MCA can access the network part of the MCA. So that means we have enforced some access control, and it can be implemented in very easily. It can be implemented very easily. Actually, what happens? আমার মনে পড়লো তোদের বলতে গিয়ে এই সময়, in Linux there is a subject called system administration in Linux. Okay, it is আমাদের সময় MCA তে আমরা পড়েছিলাম সিস্টেম, it was an optional paper. আমাদের এখানে আমাদের কলেজে MCA তে পড়ানো হয় না, ওটা দেওয়া হয় না। যাই হোক আমরা পড়েছিলাম তখন আমাদের সময় সিস্টেম অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন ইন লিনাক্স। সেখানে you have learned how to manage your network by using the Linux server. That was the subject. How can manage your network by using Linux server? There is a concept in Linux. আমরা Red Hat Linux এ পড়েছিলাম, আমি মনে করছি। That is known as user quota management. Quota management. So this was a command. Some command was there to manage the user quota. Now that user quota, the job of that user quota, it was defining how much one user can access the part of the network, or how much one user can access the part of the system. That was the main thing of the user quota. So that is the access control actually. That is the access control, that we are giving some control, we are giving a limited control to my users, and that is defined, that control is defined. Now when you will study DBMS, I don't know whether you have covered or not DBMS, but in DBMS there is a concept, we can create user. Create, the command is in Oracle, you can write the command create user. First of all, you have to go to the admin prompt in Oracle. Then you have to write create user, username. That username, whatever you will give, identified by password. That's the command. Create user, then your username, now identified by, then the password what you want to give. Okay, and then you have to grant the admin privilege to that user. You have to grant the admin privilege by using the grant command. Okay, grant command is coming under DCL, data control language, or TCL, that is actually transaction control language, TCL. So TCL, transaction control language. So you have to grant admin permission over there, and then you have to manage the access of different users. That one user, how much he can access, another user, how much he can access. Okay, and there is another. If you don't have Oracle in your home, you can download PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL is open source database management system. PostgreSQL, I can show you. I have in my machine. I use PostgreSQL because I always try to use open source softwares. So PostgreSQL. So that PostgreSQL also it can be done. I can show you. We can give the access, the limited access to different users. So that access control, like DBMS, the same thing we can done for the network, because we can understand DBMS এর যে কারণে access control দরকার, নেটওয়ার্কেও সেই একই কারণে access control দরকার to prevent the unauthorized users. So that's the main essence of it. So obviously access control, and the next point is coming authentication. That means how much authentic you are, whether you have the authorization to access or not. That has to be defined somewhere. It has to be defined by somebody. Okay. So that is authentication. And next is accountability. Now accountability, this term is very important in our life also. This term is very important in our life also, because আমাদের জীবনে এটা খুব important, because actually accountability, it comes with the hand in hand with responsibility. How much responsible you are, how much accountable you are. Accountability means তুমি basically তুমি কাউন্ট করতে পারছো। অ্যাকাউন্ট বলতে কি তুমি বেসিক্যালি তোমার হিসেবের মধ্যে থাকছে, কি কখন কোন ডেটাটা অ্যাক্সেস করছে, that has to be written somewhere. কি কখন ল্যাবে ঢুকছে, that has to be that log should be maintained in DBMS and in network. In both the cases there is a concept of maintaining logs. DBMS automatic log maintain হয়। যখন এমসিএ তে তোরা অ্যাডভান্স ডিবিএমএস বলে একটা সাবজেক্ট আছে, সেখানে আমরা যখন পড়বি তখন দেখবি যে ডিবিএমএস একটা লগ মেইনটেইন হয়, এভরিথিং হোয়াটএভার ইউ আর ডুইং, maintaining a log. In network also there is some log, যেখানে it is প্রতি মুহূর্তে প্রতিটা কাজ এখানে লেখা হচ্ছে যে কোন ইউজার কোন সময় কোন ডেটা অ্যাক্সেস করছে, কতক্ষণ অ্যাক্সেস করছে, কি করছে, হেন তেন এইসব। These are the things, these are the accountability. Now this accountability, it will come as well as with responsibility, because if you are a responsible user, then you will be a good accountable, then your accountability will be good. Otherwise you will be a bad accountable, your accountability will be very bad. So responsibility, it comes with accountability, so responsibility is very hand in hand. Okay, it comes. So these are the four important essentials: network security, physical security, access control, authentication, accountability. Now to establish a secure network, a well-designed network policy has to be established. That is another very important thing. যদি তুমি তোমার নেটওয়ার্কটাকে সিকিউর করতে চাও, তাহলে তোমার নেটওয়ার্ক পলিসিটাকে সিকিউর করতে হবে, তোমার নেটওয়ার্ক পলিসিটাকে খুব ভালো করে ডিজাইন করতে হবে। You have to design your network policy in a very effective way. Network policy, it will take different things. Network policy will take different things, like starting from who can access, who will access, when you can access, what softwares will be used, what hardwares will be used, will it be a proprietary software or will it be open source software, will it be a pirated version? Obviously pirate version will not be there. There are lots of things, lots of rules, actually lots of protocols to be defined, and then only your network security establishment, network security rules establishment will be a valid one, a viable one. Okay. So that's basically the thing is, or you can say the introduction, basic introduction of network security. I will come to the more detailed part, but before that, I want to ask you that tell me, do you have any question or anything else, or why you are doing this, why you are have started this? Do you have any doubt in your mind before going to the next session? I want to ask you that. কারো কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকলে বলতে পারো, মানে if you want to ask anything, কি দরকার, মানে আমরা কেন এটা পড়লাম, কেন এটা শুরু করলাম, কিভাবে আমরা প্রসিড করবো আমাদের ক্লাসটাকে, ওই রিলেটেড যদি কারো কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে, বিকজ আমি ক্লাসের শুরুতে বললাম যে আমরা কেন এটা করছি, আমরা এটা করছি টু give you an idea about your next semester's paper, that is known as cyber security. So আমি এখন থেকে আমরা যেটা করব সেটা হচ্ছে সাইবার সিকিউরিটির একটা প্রিপারেটরি ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড আমরা তৈরি করব। সাইবার সিকিউরিটি তোমাদের নেক্সট সেমিস্টারে আছে, এন্ড অ্যাজ পার দি থিংস আমরা অলমোস্ট নেক্সট সেমিস্টারে, মানে আনঅফিশিয়ালি আমরা নেক্সট সেমিস্টারে আছি, বাট দ্য থিং ইজ আমরা জাস্ট প্রিপারেটরি কোর্সটা করছি, আমরা একটা ব্রিজ তৈরি করছি বিটুইন দি প্রিভিয়াস সেমিস্টারস কম্পিউটার নেটওয়ার্ক এন্ড নেক্সট সেমিস্টার সাইবার সিকিউরিটি। ইট ইজ দ্য ব্রিজ. We will discuss that bridging concepts. Okay. So anybody has any doubt here? You can ask. Let us talk something. Somebody has written. No, sir. Okay. ঠিক আছে. So then we can continue, and আমার এই সেশনটা শেষ হয়ে যাবে। আসলে আমাদের নেক্সট সেশনের আমি রেকর্ডিং মিটিং করে রেখেছি, তো আমার মনে হয় একই এতে লগইনে জয়েন করা যাবে। আমি দেখছি সেটা একই মানে তোমার লিংকে। ওকে, যাই হোক, সো আমরা so what is network security? So if we want to define what is network security, যেটা এতক্ষণ বললাম যে network security actually includes some concepts. It's basically the rules, set of rules and regulations of communicating over the wired or wireless medium or cellular networks hassle-free way, in the hassle-free way. That's basically network security in my opinion. Okay, আমি until unless আমার কোনো প্রবলেম হচ্ছে না, until unless আমার কোনো নেটওয়ার্ক, মানে আমার কোনো ডেটা লস হচ্ছে না, আমার কোনো সিকিউরিটি ইস্যু হচ্ছে না, আমার কোনো ডেটা ব্রেচ হচ্ছে না, সো it is good network security or network is secure. Okay. Otherwise there is some problem, right? So if we see some fundamentals of network security, so there are few points to discuss. One is known as confidentiality. What is confidentiality? Confidentiality means যার অ্যাক্সেস আছে সেই অ্যাকচুয়ালি ডেটাটাকে অ্যাক্সেস করতে পারবে, আদারওয়াইজ কেউ পারবে না। So that is confidentiality. Only those who are supposed to access the data can access it. Nobody else can access. So that is confidentiality. Integrity. Now integrity, again this term is important, and this term is related to different fields, to DBMS also. আমরা DBMS এ বলি integrity constraint আর data integrity. এখানে আমরা যেটা বলবো integrity, again that is data integrity. So there is an example. Suppose You might have seen a movie in which a student sneaks into school and changes his grades. In this case, the file with his grades has reduced integrity since it can be trusted to be accurate. So the data that's there is only changed when it's supposed to be. So integrity means you cannot change your data when and wherever it is you want and all that. It can be changed when it is needed only. It can be changed when it is viable only. You cannot change your data unnecessarily. You cannot change your data when and wherever you need it and like that. I mean, when you are feeling that you need to change this data, you are changing it. So that is not the integrity. That is not the good data integrity. Data integrity means when you need, when your data change need is viable, then only you can change it. So that is integrity. Next is availability. Availability means your data should be available whenever you need it. It is not like that you need that data. You want to know what was the score of a cricket player in the last match, and you are not getting that data. So that's not the good data availability. Data availability means you should have the data available anywhere. Suppose you want to know the current bank balance of your account, and your bank is showing that no, right now your data is not available, or right now we cannot show you that balance. So that's not the good data availability. Data availability means whenever and when you have required the data, you should get it. That is data availability. Next, there are few more. One is known as authentication, another is known as authorization. Now, this is again very important term and very related term. Now, suppose like authentication, that means suppose whenever you are inputting the PIN of your debit card, okay, or logging on your email account, that is authentication. That PIN is your authentication. That is your identity actually. That PIN, that is you. You know the PIN, so that is you. With authorization, that is like suppose in Kolkata, in some of the roads, some of the bridges, you cannot walk. There is a rule. Especially, I